Hello everyone, and welcome back to Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Last time we kicked off the investigation into Angie's death, unfortunately. And as we were investigating around Angie, part of the group split off to go and try and conduct the caged child ritual in order to converse with Angie's spirit, in theory. So after we finished doing some of our investigation, we went over to the rest of the group that was planning to perform this seance ritual with Angie's spirit. And in order to do so, you needed to have a person who would act as like the spirit medium, and Tenko volunteered to do it. So as we were conducting the seance, there was some noises and things happening, and when we turned the lights on, Tenko is dead. Oh my god. Like, that's
unfortunate.
That's
double
where
murder.
we are. Double
or at
murder.
least double death.
Double death, yes. I mean, it's a case 3. You gotta have 2 of them. Unfortunately, it is the Danganronpa way.
Mm-hmm.
This one is interesting because, according to Monokuma, whoever killed Angie, it's basically like a first come, first serve. So, like, whoever killed Angie is really the blackened because they were the ones that did the first murder. Mm-hmm. If it's 2 different people. If it's the same person that killed both of them, then all right, bada bing, we did it. But if a different person killed Tenko that did not kill Angie, they basically get off scot-free and they get to, like...
Yes, but also they don't reap any of the benefits for murder.
Exactly.
It's like they are not the blackened, but then they're also not the blackened.
They're just a murderer.
Yeah, like they just killed a person, but they cannot leave. They
yes.
cannot, win a class trial.
Exactly.
So, tricky.
Yeah, very tricky.
But it's also possible that the person or people didn't know that because the monocubs didn't know that.
Yes.
So that's also tricky.
Yep, that's entirely true. Yeah, Monokuma had just totally pieced out for the majority of this. Just went on vacation, letting the Cubs handle this. Cubs have been doing a horrible job, and they had no idea what the rules were. And then Monokuma popped back in and was like, oh yeah, it sucks, huh?
Yep, by the way. So yeah, Monokuma is back, the Cubs are out of power, and we need to solve some murders.
Yeah, 2 murders to solve. Oh boy. And this is the one time where I'm like, no, I don't want this 2 for the price of 1 situation here. This is not great. Now, okay, my theories. Can I throw out theories?
Mm-hmm.
Can I make some ideas here, or maybe just think about who I don't think it is?
Sure.
Oddly, I don't think it's Korekio.
Okay.
I don't feel like I feel like the game is gonna be like, ooh, look at Korekio, like. Korekio was leading the caged child seance thing. Mm-hmm. I think that there's gonna be some setup to make you think that Korekio is involved in some way. However, I don't. We have to do some talking first.
But I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
It's like it leans towards him because his is the other lab on the floor, so
right.
it's kind of easy because he's literally at the heart of things, but then also. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Somebody has to know about the floor. I think like it has something to do with the raised floor, because we know that in these rooms, we're not like flush with the ground. Like there's space between. And
we know our marvelous mage was over in the corner that has like a hole in it.
Yes, that's right.
Because she was standing kind of away from the hole to make sure that she didn't fall in.
Yep.
So there's something with the floor in the hole that you've noticed. Yep.
Something with the floor in the hole. It's possible that it was someone killed Tenko that was in the room doing the seance with us. It's possible someone could have been hiding under the floor and did it. I know that Kokichi has been acting a little funny in that
Kokichi was in one of the corners.
Yes.
And participating in the seance.
Yep, Kokichi was here.
Kibo was kicked out.
Yep, Kibo was kicked out. Kibo's gonna fucking snap one day. It's gonna happen. He's getting bullied too much. And we know that Kokichi was sort of like trailing us for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like has been
like
around.
dogging our steps throughout this whole chapter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Touched the sword at one point too. Like there's so much happening. So we've got 2 investigations happening now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if they're connected. Shall we
Yeah, let's
jump back
do it.
into this? All right. So to make sense of all that,
Listen closely.
If both murders have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer.
okay, that's what they're talking about, the rule that
Yeah, they just talked with Monokuma about this. Yeah.
Nope.
But we don't even know if there's a different culprit, do we?
Let's see.
true, we should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in case.
How exciting!
Finally, things are heating up. I'm getting so excited.
Piece of shit!
Gah, you fucking psycho. Shuichi, this is bad.
Huh?
This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now.
But you know,
But this is where you need to step up.
listen up.
Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so. Thanks, man.
Or we'll fight the power.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
All right.
It's the
Do the impossible, see the invisible, row, fight the yeah.
they could not be more heavy-handed with it.
I know. They really couldn't.
That is so good. Hey, everybody go watch Gurren Lagann.
It's good.
Go watch.
Hey, tolerate the beginning. I
Yeah.
promise.
Deal-
It's worth it.
Deal with it. They're doing something.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a point. I
yes.
swear.
Get
Our
through-
friend Julian got so mad at me when I recommended Danganronpa, and he
Really?
got 5 episodes in. He's like,
Oh,
Gina,
you
what
mean
the?
Gurren Lagann?
I mean, yeah, sorry, Gurren Lagann. He got 5 episodes in. He's like, Gina, what the fuck? I'm never trusting your recommendations for anything ever again. I'm like, that's rude, but also I understand where you're coming from.
But you need
Can
to
you please keep watching?
keep watching. Keep watching. You literally did this to me too.
Yeah.
Like, because like I feel like you watched it like pretty close to when it came out.
Yeah, I
and then
saw it at launch in high school. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I watched it like, you know, a couple years later, like in college, and you're like, get through it.
I
I'm like,
promise it's good. I promise. Please don't judge me.
literally only 6 episodes.
I know there's one episode where the art quality it looks like it's a PowerPoint. But please. Anyway.
They have a point. They're doing a thing.
Oh my
It's a great show. Great show. Will always recommend that one. Sorry, you just the way you said the lines from the song. All right, then let's check the Monokuma file first. Okay. Oh, they even got that little
Whoop.
side.
The victim is Tenko Chabashira. I realize I don't think we've ever heard her last name.
Never heard her last name.
Chabashira.
I was surprised too. I was like, oh, okay.
The ultimate
Didn't know.
Aikido master.
Yeah, oh, I gotta click the. Yep.
The body was found in the middle empty room on the 4th floor.
Okay.
The time of death is approximately 11 a.m.
Okay, so we were right there.
Yeah. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck.
Why didn't she like yell out or anything? Also, I'm looking at this picture here and there's like shenanigans happening because there's like the board that she's on is like shifted.
Yeah.
And like the blood isn't lining up. There's a
Well,
hole
if the
there.
stab is to the back of the neck, it couldn't have like somebody had to.
Right, the back of the neck.
The back of the
she
neck.
was face
Yeah.
down. So someone had to get in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, why didn't she yell or scream or anything? Like they
Well,
killed
she was
her
told
instantly.
not to. You know.
Yeah, make any noise.
She was participating and she was told not to make a single noise until it was
Yeah.
over. I mean, we don't know beyond that. There may be other circumstances, but she already was primed not to make noise.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Wow, that's wild that it's to the back of the neck and she was like face down. Because I was thinking maybe someone like,
Yeah,
like
up through the.
Yeah.
Well, but that would have been a terror.
That was a
situation.
Taro. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't have a repeat. Not exactly.
A stab wound to the on her neck, the same as Angie's cause of death.
That's true. Both a stab wound to the back of the neck, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse. Curse?
Jeez.
God, not again.
Curse? Oh.
Hey!
What? Curse?
Kaito, calm
I
down.
like this unique art. It's cute.
There's been a lot of unique art in this chapter.
No way there's a curse! Don't screw around!
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
I love your catchphrase. Oh! Did she just, like, pile drive him into the ground?
A dull sound reverberated through the room.
Oh. Oh!
Oh no!
Oh no, he's bleeding!
Are you okay?
Kaito, are you okay? Please don't
My bad.
also die.
Oh god.
Oh god, buddy.
Oh no, you got punched in the face. My bad, Shuichi. I'm starting to feel bad, but for a different reason. I'm gonna get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you and Maki roll.
Kaito left the room, still a bit wobbly. Should we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence.
Kibo's like, okay.
I don't know what that was all about. You can hug later.
But make up later.
That's correct.
True. We haven't time to mourn Tenko's death, as our own lives are at risk.
This is...
That's true, but Angie and then Tenko? And to think, earlier I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry, Tenko.
How can this be?
It all Gonta's fault. Gonta failed to protect friends again.
Oof. Oof, this is gonna, if Himiko is not involved in this is gonna fuck up Himiko a lot. Yee.
Yeah.
Yay.
This is a lot surrounding her, and on top of last trial as well. She's not been having a good time of it.
She hasn't.
Yeah.
Last trial, plus we just lost Angie and Tenko.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Himiko. Oh no. Yeah.
Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone is panicking. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder. Because I'm a detective.
Investigation resume.
Well...
It's too dark in here. We can't investigate even if we wanted to.
Got it.
Gonta, bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay?
No.
Okay.
No, that won't be necessary.
Do you have a candle in your body?
Ah!
Yeah, that's not necessary at all.
Huh? Why?
Listen up!
Show him, Kibo! Show him your new power! Oh.
New power?
His eyes lit up!
This is the lamest robot.
It's not a cool robot, I agree. Sorry, Kibo.
I, Muiruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in
part
Kibo.
Is that not only is this lame, but it wasn't even a default feature. This is an upgrade.
Yeah, he didn't even have glowing eyes.
No.
God.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
Hey, Jojo.
Okay, that's hilarious. Okay, there's light in here now.
Oh, man.
Man, what a lame function. I might be here with Kokichi on
I
this one.
know. I'm not here for Kibo bullying, but also,
No.
like, he's a lame robot.
Sorry, Kibo. You should have made him like a transformer or something.
It's okay.
But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Kibo's flashlight
Yep,
function.
that's
Okay.
yep, that's a truth bullet.
That's a thing we have in this investigation, huh? There he is. Whee! Look at me go!
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. I will become a guiding light that shines on you all.
Okay, is that all you have to say?
Great, thanks, bud.
Okay. Oh boy, there's so much to look at here. We got Tenko's body, we got Ruined Magic Circle, we got a hole in the corner, we got a white cloth, We have the dog and the candles and people. Oh my god, there's so much. Wait, what is this? All this back here? Is that just for Kibo?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start with talking to people, and then I will click on the things we need to investigate.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I will talk to the magic circle. Oh, that's it. Okay. Mio is probably gonna say the same thing. Shine bright. Oh. This investigation is over and shut, and it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo this new function. Now then, Confused Killer is obviously, she's just, I start reading the line, I'm like, what's
They're just really packing them in.
One of you stupid assholes who signed up to do this bullshit seance in the first place. Okay, so she's thinking there's someone in the room that did it. Okay.
No.
No, not necessarily.
Huh? Seriously? This seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her.
Oh, man.
Nobody probably heard that.
No, it definitely wasn't loud enough to be heard. I told you, nothing will stick to my ceiling. Gravity's a real bitch today.
It's a weird problem to have, but anyway, Gina has a light fixture in her booth that just
Those are supposed
fell
to be
down.
under cabinet things. It's supposed to go on whatever. Sorry, my booth light just fell from the sky. Okay.
Right when we were talking about seances.
I know. Boom, 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 boom.
Like, oh god. It did just fall from the sky. I know we both looked at it.
I know. Oh my goodness. Okay.
How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
Could it be?
So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance?
Fucking moron!
There's no other possibility, shit for brains. God, you don't even know that? Okay, is that
It
that's
is
not
true
evidence.
that Tenko was alive before the seance began.
She definitely was. Oh, okay. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over.
Okay.
Tenko answered Kyo, so at that point she most certainly was alive. But when the candles were relit, she had already been killed. That means she was killed in the dark. I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That may be an important point in this case.
Okay. I'm gonna keep talking to people.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the cage. Oh, can I not click on the cage? Okay. Kyo.
That cannot be.
Why? Why did this?
I knew it.
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
But of course.
Of course. I am shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail? We performed all the steps flawlessly.
I mean, if the medium's dead, I don't know what to tell you. Like, they can't.
Yeah.
He seems more concerned about that than the murder.
Ah, yes.
Oh, if we perform the caged child again and summon Tenko's spirit this time.
This is stupid.
Cut the crap. Just tell us what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see, yes.
True, it may be best to move past what happened to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Whatever. Just hurry up.
Oh, there's me. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Okay. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles. Finally, we all sang the Caged Child song. But the seance should have been complete, but...
Now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song.
Thank you, I'm glad we're getting that. Yeah, like a really loud noise! Yeah. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps.
That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
We called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all 4 of us removed the dog god statue. Next, I took off the white cloth, and then... Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it... Yeah, and she, like, lifted it in her, like, fit of strength rage. Like,
Yeah, or, like
desperation.
super adrenaline rage.
Yeah. Ugh.
Then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But it would not be but would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes?
Then when was she killed?
Well, that's...
Yes, that is a problem.
I see, yes.
There is another problem.
How?
And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from their corner? Did someone else sneak in here?
What's the point?
Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham. Maki never was one to pull her punches.
Literally, she punched Kaito in the face. So, yeah. Okay, sound during the seance. And that wasn't like a Korekyo's account or anything. That was
No.
just to get the sound.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna keep talking to people. Gonta.
Well, because for the most part, he just summarized what had already happened.
Exactly. Yeah.
First Angie, then Tenko.
How can this
Gonta's
be?
so ashamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends?
That was it. Okay. Himiko is probably not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna click on her anyway.
Hey!
Himiko! Hey, Himiko! Be strong, Himiko!
Wait,
Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break.
But she not talking. It like Himiko not even here.
like I thought.
She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now.
Okay. Himiko.
Oof. I'm gonna talk to Maki and see if Maki has anything to say.
Well,
Do these floorboards seem a little unstable to you? They're tough to walk on. The floorboards aren't nailed down, and they're just lying on top of the cross pieces. That's what Gonta told me. That's probably the reason they're a little unstable. They've only been laid on top. That's why they're unstable. Well, the boards are fairly thick and sturdy. I can't imagine they'd come loose easily.
is this...
But if someone wanted to remove a floorboard, they could easily do so, right?
Okay.
Yes, I suppose.
Okay. And then Tsumugi? Anything to say? I said things that made Tenko look suspicious. And now this? I'm sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Cry later.
What?
Huh?
Because...
Crying won't bring Tenko back. And if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit. For Tenko. And all of us.
I guess...
You're right. Tenko would want us to figure it out so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize. All right. Oh, and then Maki is looking at the floorboards. Okay, I'm going to start clicking on things. I'm going to start with the ruined magic circle.
It's a magic circle Kyo drew on the floor. Or at least it was.
Oh dear.
It's been completely stompled over. I suppose.
Stompled.
Stompled. Trampled and stomped over.
I liked it. I like
Stompled.
stompled.
my brain just threw another word in there. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well,
Was this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
what?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous? I have performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits enter my butt.
Right already.
Shut up! I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
But
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Caged Dog Village document.
Hey,
Isn't that right, Kyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense.
Okay, all right. Yep. Okay. What is next?
Dog, cloth, hole,
Let's
Tango.
do the dog and the cloth and the hole and then Tango. We'll do
Okay.
Tango last.
It's a wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God. During the seance, the wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to move it.
So whoever killed her had to be in the cage and do it, I think.
This wooden statue was pretty heavy.
If I remember correctly,
Kyo said it's about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2... No, it's not.
No, it's not,
Actively incorrect.
buddy.
What do you know about girls? Have you ever touched a woman besides your mother? What? What?
I like how he threw that out and
She's
Maki's like,
no,
what are you talking
this
about?
is wrong.
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Anyway,
Is this...
if this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tinko wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to think about that too. I mean, I guess maybe 2 very small people.
Yeah, I mean,
2
if they're
very
like,
small people.
it depends on what age we're talking
Yeah,
about.
girl could be anything.
Exactly. It's possible. Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, but
But not. That's not where you should first go. I
no.
feel like.
No.
okay,
Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier.
Okay. Dog statue. It's heavy. That's pretty much, I think, what that is. White cloth.
It's the white sheet we used for the seance. This was placed on top of the cage. Kyo was the one who removed it.
Is this...
And this cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back,
Blood.
look, there's a blood stain on it
I
right
was-
around the middle of the sheet.
Wondering about that.
but
But no hole in the fabric. Which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth.
Okay.
She was stabbed while underneath the cloth.
I don't see how this person could have used the sword here, though. I feel like the sword was done with Angie's murder, potentially. I
Well,
think.
we think the sword is still stuck in the Kaede doll.
Yeah, we pulled it out of the Kaede doll and we saw that it had blood all over it on the tip.
Yeah, but then we stuck it back in
And
the
we
doll.
stuck it back in the doll. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, oh, yeah, right. It's still in there right
Yeah.
now, potentially.
Probably.
Yeah. That would be really crazy if we went back in there and it's like,
yeah, I
where's
was
the
about to say,
sword?
based off the evidence we have right now, this second, we assume it's still in the Kaede doll. If
Yes.
it's not, then that reintroduces it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that makes me wonder what could be a second weapon here, because if you have to be in the cage and getting a stab in the back of the neck there,
But not through the cloth.
not through the
So,
cloth. You have to be in the cage. It can't be a very long blade, I
Right.
imagine. Yeah. Okay. White sheet with the blood stain. Okay. I'm gonna check the hole in the floor. Eat. Maybe? Okay, there we go.
There's a small opening in the corner of the room. It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
Is this?
A hole? Looks like there was space under here, too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there.
Ooh!
What? Something dropped down there?
What?
Got a minute?
After we check everything else, everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor to see it for ourselves?
Okay, so that'll be the last thing we do.
Okay.
Right, let's do it.
Okay, hole in the corner. All right. And that leveled me up.
Yeah.
I think-
The candles and then Maki, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, Tenko.
Tenko, yep. Candles.
Candles hung on the wall. They're the only source of light in the room, other than Kibo.
Yeah, they think
There are
Kibo's
no
eyeballs.
there are no windows in this room, so without the candles, it's pitch black. But how did the culprit kill Tenko in complete darkness?
Okay, I probably don't need to click on the other one, so I'm gonna go click on Tenko's body. We'll investigate closer here. Okay, now I can click on the iron cage. I'm gonna do that real quick.
Okay.
And because I think I see blood on the iron
Yes.
cage. Yep.
This is the cage used in the seance.
Is this?
It looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide.
Cool.
It's pretty large. It's a pretty large iron cage.
Okay.
Big enough for a person to fit inside. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey,
Hey, look at this.
is this?
A blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
Yes, I imagine so. The splatter must have been from when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage.
Okay.
I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was dead.
Then?
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain the bloodstain, right?
Huh, wait, what? Right when the cage was lifted?
Huh?
What does she mean by that?
Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted.
What? Sorry. I can't wrap my brain around that.
Sploosh.
I get, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I mimed.
The mime there. I mean, does that, but Himiko was right there, unless Himiko did it.
Well,
I guess that's what they're implying here, is that maybe it was Himiko?
I think they're just trying to figure out all the times when it could have happened. During the seance makes sense, but also is incredibly hard
Yeah.
because it was very, very dark. There were a bunch of people in the room.
Right. We heard a big noise.
Yeah.
At least during the seance.
So it also, I think what she's saying is it also could have been done after the seance. Now, what she, I'm going to throw Maki under the bus here a little bit, because what she doesn't know is that we saw blood before the cloth was lifted.
Right. Yes. Yeah, we saw the blood there on the ground.
Yeah.
And also, the order of operations, the cloth comes off before the cage was lifted, and there was blood already on the cloth.
Yeah.
That's what's throwing me off too.
So
Like,
I
that's
think
a
maybe
weird suggestion.
she's just thinking about the cage and not the cloth.
Yeah, because by that point, maybe when the dog statue was coming off, like maybe the
But
stab
that would have
could
had to
happened.
go through the cloth, and we know there's no holes in the cloth.
Or like whoever was stabbing was still underneath the cloth. Like
Also
that's
possible,
kind of
yeah.
what I'm thinking. Yeah.
I think they're just ruling that, like, because there's no holes in the cloth, hypothetically it could have been done after the lifting of the cloth, but before everybody was gathering around.
Yeah.
Once the cage was removed. But we saw blood before that, so that's unlikely.
Yeah. Yes, because there's blood splatter on the cage and on the cloth. So that's sorry. I went really quiet there because I'm like, what is she talking about? Like we just
No,
I'm a little
you're
confused.
good. This one is weird because it's such a specific time. It's actually kind of trickier to pinpoint exactly when it happened.
Yeah.
Whereas like when you have a whole night, Anyway.
Right. This is happening like in a very small window.
Yeah.
Like super super small window. Yeah.
That is a possibility.
No. I mean, I guess. I don't think so.
You're combining clues, and they're not yet.
Yeah. Oh, okay. They're just taking them at face value.
Yeah, they're looking at each clue separately.
Okay. I can also click on the hole in the corner there again, but I'm gonna click on the crooked floorboard, and then I'll look at her body.
Oh, this floorboard is loose, and it's the one right under Tenko.
Why?
Why is the floorboard loose?
And you can see how it's shifted, like it's not lined up with the blood. What the fuck? All right, then that means someone had to get in there, stabby stab stab, blood spatters, and then when they leave, they don't replace the floorboard, or like they move the floorboard again to get back under. You know what I mean? Huh. Fascinating.
If I remember correctly,
It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance?
but
The floorboard is thick and heavy. This thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose.
Oh. So that they could move it. Okay. Tenko's body, and then there's the marker stone.
There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be...
Oh, please rest your head upon this stone marker I've placed here. Oh, Himiko?
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly, it is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
Yep.
Tenko had her forehead on this rock, hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage.
Okay. Nothing on the marker stone? Doesn't look like it.
Didn't look like it.
Tenko's body here.
Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is the stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Oh, wait. Understood. I'll not say a word until the seance is over.
Yeah, I think that contributed.
Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut, despite the pain?
Nope.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything but die.
Wait.
You're speaking from experience?
That's obvious.
Of course. Quick deaths are my specialty. Well then, that makes sense.
By the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around.
I think it might be underneath the floor.
You're right. I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue.
That too. Yeah. Okay.
Level up.
Well, we have again.
Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the floor?
by the way,
It seems pretty dark down there. We should, what should we use for light?
Kibo, come stick your
Yes,
stick your head
in the
down.
corner.
Yeah.
That's true.
Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, that should be fine.
okay.
Then I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so that we can go down.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor.
What's it like down here? Whoa! A lot of blood.
This is a lot more spacious than I thought.
This is wow. Yeah, I agree.
You could move pretty easily on all fours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
Well,
It'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling under this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
It's still worth looking,
there's
Maki.
there's so much down here.
Yeah.
Look at this. There's dried blood, cut cross piece. There's like fresh drippy blood, blood stain, and then there's a bloody sickle. How the hell did you get that in the cage, bud? Whoever did this. All right, let's look at dried blood first. Interesting.
There's a blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboards. But that's pretty far away from Tenko's blood that is dripping down.
2 blood stains. One is fresh and one is dried. Maybe Angie was killed here too?
It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
hey,
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too.
Ah,
You're right. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of this floorboard.
what do you mean?
Did Tenko's blood splatter here when she got killed?
that's true.
I wonder. I can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
But these bloodstains here are completely dry.
Oh shit. Now I want to know what the state of the other bloodstains are. Are they dry? Are they fresh? The spatter that's on the back of the cloth, the spatter that's on the back of the cage, like
It wasn't commented that they were dry.
no, which makes me think that they were like they were fresh. They were also like more the color of the fresh blood than
Yeah,
this.
these look a little dimmer.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's a good question.
Yeah.
There must be some reason these particular stains are dry.
Okay. Loose floor. Oh, it just gave me both?
Yeah,
That's very kind
you
of
got
it.
the double-double.
Okay, a double. Blood stain. This is the big one.
Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's.
Okay. Is that it for that one? Wow, it's so dramatic. The drip. Hey, what's this?
Oh, a sickle. There's a sickle here. And there's blood all over it.
Okay.
The blood on the sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
Is this?
This came from my research lab.
I was actually going to say, I'm like, I know where there is a bunch of shorter length sharp objects, and they're all located in Maki's lab.
Huh?
It did?
Well,
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target.
Yeah?
It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes,
A
too.
sickle? I think sickles are pretty big, are they not? How would you hide that under your clothes?
Depends on what you're wearing.
I guess it also depends on the size of the sickle, too. Yeah, and
Yeah.
what you're wearing. Yeah.
Well,
If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
Okay, so maybe it's like a small one. 6-inch blade?
Yeah, it may look because it's in the back. Maybe it looks bigger. But
Okay. So it's like a little hand sickle.
I guess.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
that's right.
And since nope, wrong character. And since Tenko was in the cage,
Sorry.
she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
They I know you're working so hard and you're doing an amazing job to make them sound different.
Thank you.
They are so close in range.
Yeah, they're really. It's rare that I have 2 characters this close in range, especially that talk to each other this much. So
Yeah.
we're doing our best.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
but
But even if this is our murder weapon, how did a culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
You can't get like
It also, I mean,
it's also one single in the back of the neck.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's true.
the cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab it in with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. And her posture is the question.
Hey,
Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
that's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark? Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible.
Yeah, like when did this person drop this and then get back upstairs?
Yeah, and also,
Like-
did the sickle ever leave the dark, or has it been under
Yeah.
here the whole time?
Oh, is this our candle?
There's a hole.
Oh, there's the hole. This is just our candle throwing
Yeah.
it. All right, I'll go check the hole.
Some of the wood has corroded and broken off, so you can see into the next room, which was the next other question is,
Are they connected?
Yep.
Yes. Oh shit. Okay, so this is gonna prove
that opens it up to outside of the seance.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it did not have to be someone that was in the seance. It could have been someone outside of it, which I think is entirely possible. That it's, or I don't want to say likely just yet, but I think where this is going is going to say that it was someone outside of the seance.
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. That part is rotted away. It looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here.
That's true.
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor.
Himiko is also a small person, but then she'd have to get out of here. Like, she'd have to do all that, like crawling around and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's also, I think, a major question here is premeditation. Because Himiko is supposed to be big air quotes, supposed to be under the cage. I don't think that's something.
No, Tenko.
No, Himiko.
Oh, that's right. Himiko was supposed to be under the cage.
Yeah, it was originally going to be Himiko, and then Tenko was like, "No, you should talk to Angie. I'll go under the cage."
Yeah.
So we don't know how that affects things or what this, that, or the other.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Also, I did big air quotes there because, like, I don't think the members of the seance. They didn't decide to do the seance until a few minutes before they did the seance and all of that. So it's kind of a shrug. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, and then there's Kibo, who was going to be part of it,
and then just got kicked out.
Kicked out.
How does that affect things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Kokichi. Yeah. So, okay. Interesting.
We did all right because we had light. Without that, it'd be pitch black.
Do we have anything like nighttime goggles or anything?
We haven't seen them, but that doesn't mean they don't exist.
Yeah, I know that was a factor in the
Yeah.
the Teru one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That also used glow-in-the-dark tape.
That's right. Yeah, haven't seen anything like that here yet.
That might make it impossible to move around in here.
Nope.
Then we could have used, they could have used a light like we're doing right now.
Well,
True.
I wonder if it shows through the floorboards. Like, would you know?
That would be the big question is,
Yeah.
would they have all the people in the pitch black, would they have seen a light underneath the floorboards?
Yeah.
They would have. There's a hole.
right. They would have
So,
seen it
yeah.
through the hole. Yeah.
They used a light to move around under the floor? Is that possible?
Oh.
It would have been really, really hard because even if it doesn't show through the general floorboards, it would have shown through the hole, and also there's a big ol' hole there now.
Yeah. Now there's a hole here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You think there are still things to investigate here? For real? Is
Cut
this,
crosspiece.
The cut crosspiece. I didn't know I could click on that. Yep. Absolutely.
Oh.
Wow.
Look! Part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboard is cut off.
That's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width, too.
Okay. Then there was a lot of planning that went into this because this was pre-cut in order to, I guess, be able to move that piece.
But that's wild, because the seance itself wasn't planned.
Right.
That's what's wild about that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's... yeah. What does that mean? Ugh.
Well,
Okay.
and there's dried... We don't know.
There's dried
yeah.
blood here. Yeah, like something else happened here. Like, maybe, I don't know. Which, I don't know. This is making me start to think that maybe Angie and Tenko's killer is one person. I don't know. All right.
And from what I can see of it,
that's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that.
Oh, okay.
The question is why? Another cross piece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
Then...
So what purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all of this, then why?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. In order to, it seems like in order to get in and out from there. Okay.
I think we finished investigating here.
Nice.
Is that all right?
Maki, want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust.
Okay. Blech.
Ugh. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation.
It's all part of the investigation.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else here, right?
No, that's why we were able to trigger that sequence.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
By the way,
We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean?
because
If Angie and Tenko had different killers, then the blackened we need to vote for is
You're right.
the culprit of the first murder. The culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
then
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay,
Yes, of course.
but
But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died,
I don't know now. See, now I'm kind of thinking that maybe they are the same person. I don't know. They're definitely connected. Maybe the person killed Tenko because they actually thought the seance was going to work and that Tenko
and they needed to stop Angie from talking.
Yeah.
That's an incredibly valid theory.
Yeah. Maybe they actually believed it and like they needed to silence her, or what they perceived was going to be silencing her. I don't know.
If that's true, though, that kind of only rules out Maki, because everyone else, there's differing levels of belief, but enough people believed in the seance to go do the seance.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Like, truly, I think the only one here is just Maki, right?
Yeah, and Shuichi, but
Yeah,
you know,
and Shuichi,
we've been in charge of Shuichi.
I'm
Not that
Yeah.
that always rules it out, as we saw.
yeah, as we
you know,
learned
like,
the hard way.
Yeah.
Listen, I know you guys like Kaito so very much, but like, I don't know.
what did he do this time?
I don't know. He's been gone a lot.
No,
That's
it's true.
kind of thing.
It's
Is
the
that-
lack of what he's done.
It's-
I jokes aside, I get why you're bringing him up, because he's been out of commission for an entire chapter.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
question of what has he done is actually the question,
Yeah.
because he's been noped out. Which, I mean, he might have. It might just be valid. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he's actually scared of ghosts, and they make him sick, and he can't stand it. Curses freak him out. He doesn't want to be involved in any way. That's totally valid if that is the case. Sorry to bring up your boy again. I just think that the game wants it wants me to suspect him, so I'm just gonna suspect him. Also, I don't know. I wanted to say something about Tsumugi as well, but now I'm not sure. I have nothing really to go off of for Tsumugi except just the vibes, the general Tsumugi vibes. That's all.
It's fair. And she's a member of the student council, so
Yeah. But it's possible.
could have had access to Angie.
Yes. Like, I mean, we were saying that maybe it was a student council member that killed Angie. I don't know. I mean, or at least like used a student. Maybe they weren't, but they used a student council member to get close to Angie or something. Maybe they used. Is there any way that we can like impersonate people in this game? I mean, Tsumugi has been like,
Yes.
I don't do that.
Kibo can.
Kibo can record voices.
Yeah, Kibo can record and replay.
Yes, that is true.
It's low tech, but it is
Yep.
it is available.
Yep. I was trying to remember that if there was anything like, there's no like voice modulating thing, but I know that
Sugi can't, because she can't mimic real people.
She can't mimic
probably
real
even
people.
in voice.
yes, that's right. But Kibo could record someone's voice and then play it back. And we know that Angie didn't open the door.
But he was also on the student council, so wouldn't need to.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you wouldn't need to do that. That's totally right.
Yeah, big old shrug. I'm doing a lot of back and forth shrugs here, but like,
yeah,
you know. Okay.
Okay. Sorry. I just needed to like sort through my thoughts here for a sec. This is so interesting. You said that line already.
I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way.
I don't actually think it might be Kaito. I don't think it actually is Kaito, but I need to call attention to Kaito because he hasn't been around.
Yeah,
so.
By virtue of the fact that it's easy to forget him this chapter, I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
100%.
So, yep.
But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry.
I guess we can leave.
Yeah, I think we're done here.
Okay. I mean, I kind of want to go into one of these other rooms. Uh-oh, what's going on?
When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded.
What are you talking about? What could be more surprising than 2 people just died? What's happening? No, stop it. Get out of here. What?
It's a lie.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I like the low budget death scene
It's
where they're
like, you're a little piece of shit. What are you doing? What the fuck, Kokichi? What was that bullshit? Were you just sitting there in the hallway waiting for us to walk out?
Also, where'd the blood come
Where'd the
from?
blood come from? Is it fake blood? Is it real blood? What the fuck are you doing, you little shit? Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror?
Huh?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Oh?
Oh, sorry. I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Why?
Okay, so what are you doing?
I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then, suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard.
Huh?
And you just got bonked.
He's a shaken looking man right now.
Oh, but you're like, how can I spin it?
Yeah, I just embarrassed myself thoroughly and injured myself in such a way that really spooked me. I'm gonna now make this your problem. You
Truly.
stepped through a floorboard?
That's so mean.
Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and I fell pretty hard.
Got a minute?
If you're going to lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
Wow, he might have a concussion.
I think you have a concussion, but I don't care about you, so give
Yeah.
us your information and go elsewhere.
Yep. Oh, sorry. My bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kind of stepped through.
So another cut crosspiece.
Oh, interesting. What bad luck.
The crosspiece was gone? Does that mean...
Let's go check it out. What is that?
That's our investigation time is over.
Confidence, dreams. That's what the Killing Game is all about. Killing Game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own 2 eyes.
Monokuma's cutting us off. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Monokuma thinks that we have enough information to solve Angie's murder.
Yes.
Yes.
That is a statement right there.
Wow. Okay.
Baseball, soccer, mobile games. They're all nothing compared to the Killing Game. The Killing Game just can't be beat.
I love his voice so much. It's so good.
Behold, students, the entrance to the trial grounds.
Shit.
I
Shit.
guess time's up.
Oh no, that's bad. But also, oh no. Interesting. We're getting to the point where, in every Danganronpa game, things start to break down. You know what I mean? Like each one of them, the mastermind is like up, like
Yeah,
and it
it's like things are slipping. I need to slip too.
I need to like get in here. So that's what it feels like, you know? I don't know. Or it's just like, well, according to the rules and the time, you have enough information to solve Angie's murder, so we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Like that one is,
They might not be putting their hand on the scales. We don't know.
Yeah. Oh man, it's because of you guys. I didn't have enough time to check something.
What were you going to check?
See?
I wanted to research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately,
Man.
I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Kyo perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the exact same as in this picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you later about it. I had the class trial, so see you there.
Okay, we have a concussed Kokichi going into the class trial.
Yep.
Kokichi left. The blood loss is clearly affecting his footing a bit.
Oh no. I wonder if that has to do with the floorboard in any way, with like dripping blood. Because now we have Kokichi, who smashed his face and has blood spilled somewhere.
But that didn't happen until we were investigating. He left the room, so...
Okay, that's true. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't need to worry about his blood, but still, that's...
It also looks like he wasn't, like, staging anything in the hallway. I think he just literally just
fell
passed
down.
out. Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna try to make the most of this, but I'm having a bad time.
Okay, all right, Kokichi. Fascinating. Bloody Kokichi has been added to the truth bullets. Okay.
Let's go too.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Is Maki nervous? I see. So even she gets nervous sometimes.
Do you want to die?
What are you staring at? Do you want to die?
Prefer not to. That's why we're doing this. Okay, we're going to the trial room. And I guess we're gonna kick off this class trial. Do we want to do that next time?
Yeah, I guess let's do that next time. Next time we'll descend into the trial grounds below and try to solve a murder? Parenthesis S, parenthesis, close parenthesis, murders?
Murders? I don't know. There's this room, which is...
This is connected to the computer room.
I know.
Which
but
we know Mew was interacting with, but we have not interacted with much.
that is correct. Yeah.
But Mew spent a bunch of the last couple of days there.
Yes. And I wonder if I try clicking around if it'll let me go into any other rooms. I'm assuming it won't because we got the announcement and usually like Chuchu be like, I should get to the trial grounds.
Probably.
So,
That's probably what will happen.
yeah, that's fine. So I won't even bother. But I think next time we'll get to the trial grounds. We'll kick off this trial and see what we can like fucking put together from that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, and I'm very curious to see if we are able to figure out Tanko's murder as well. But I mean, given that we've been cut off,
Yeah,
it
that's
seems
not
like,
the highest priority just yet.
which really sucks. And I just feel really bad for Tenko and for Angie. And yeah, all right, we're gonna figure out potentially. No, we won't figure it out next time. We're gonna kick off.
Yeah, we're gonna start.
We're gonna start figuring out who done it next time. Bye.